game real tight. Freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action with Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Hey, check that.
Play action. Here's Willis. He's going to try and go deep again. And this throw will be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a work forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ash. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Ash. And a throw right sideline is complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ash, he finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll look to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Ash. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Jacobs is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Again, they turn to 4th. That's taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On the ground, it's Ford. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake. Ash, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
On third down, Ash. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. They get 5 and it will go ahead and move the chains. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Willis now off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Willis. Finding his target. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Ash.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll look downfield for Waller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They run with Ford. And he stopped immediately there. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
This is Ford. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Ford. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go on 4th down. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Ash. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Ford, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Ford. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Ash going right side. He finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, Ford. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Ash. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Up the middle they go. Ford. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Runs over him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw on 2nd down. Ash. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they...
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 85 yards. And the Patriots are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And my goodness, another interception. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Ash. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go play action with Willis.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
Touchdown, Patriots! Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.